revolution, an Eritrean diaspora movement. The Blue Revolution is a movement of like-minded Eritrean diaspora that are struggling to free their people in Eritrea. What the Blue Revolution is doing in the diaspora, they're attempting to safeguard the host country that accepted them as citizen or as a refugee. Since they're in refugee status, they're working hard to safeguard that country that accepted them in refugee status from an insider threat. What is the insider threat? The insider threat is the Eritrean government has lead agents in a construct, a pyramid system that starts from Eritrea that involves the main church that runs all the Christianity churches all around the world under the Synodos in Eritrea. And it's a pyramid system. From the top of that pyramid is the FiKrB. Under that pyramid, you have Hagos Kisha, who's in charge of the Eritrean banking system. Then you have Yamane Monkey. Then you have General Philippos. These are key individuals in charge of that pyramid. Now, when you go down from this pyramid, then you have community centers and you have churches. The churches in the diaspora, whether they're in Europe, USA, Canada, all have to pay a 15% extortion tax to the Eritrean government right under the nose of the host or American, Canadian, European government. The European American government, Canadian government, is not thoroughly investigating how the money is transferred through individuals, cargo systems, and hawalti and sent to Eritrea. Occasionally, they get lucky at the airport and capture individuals. This is the truth. Now, knowing that, if we go back to that pyramid system, the dictator, right, Isaias Afwerki, the dictator of Eritrea, directs the people below him, and these blanketed people, the Bank of Eritrea, Hagos Kisha, Yamane Monkey, Abraha Kasa, all these individuals, General Philippos, then in turn send orders to, now follow the pyramid. Let's go to the second level of the pyramid. I gave you the first level. Let's go to the second level of the pyramid. Right in between that top and that second level, you have the church and the community centers, right? Right here at this level, they send the directives to the embassies in the United States, the embassies in Europe, the embassies in Canada, the embassies in Australia. Now, how does that work? If the ambassadors, the Eritrean ambassadors, who, oh, by the way, when they're done with their job, usually give their hand up and they say, I surrender. I don't want to go back to Eritrea. Why is that? If you think about it, the pyramid scheme from the Eritrean president down to the ambassadors, he directs them to collect the taxation. This is a mafia system. And the way this mafia system works is, for an example, let me give you how it works in America. It goes from the Eritrean government and Eritrea. The directives come to the ambassador at DC, Ambassador Solomon Berhane, and the patriarch for Eritreans, or I don't know, the highest ranking church member who's stationed in Atlanta, who also takes directives from DC Ambassador Solomon Berhane, who technically acts as a facilitator and a pimp for all the diaspora in the United States. And the way that chart works is he'll look down, he'll say Atlanta, California, Chicago, Seattle, Nevada, Vegas, right? Looks down, he has a map of all the main cities with all the Eritreans. The first order of control the church. If you control the church, you control the people. If you control the church, you control the people. The church already has to pay a 15% taxation. Since the church has to pay a 15% taxation, how do you control the church? You remove the opposing priest that's inside that church by force. How do you remove them by force? You outnumber them in a voting system. You get a few people that support the government, one at a time. You get them in there. Eventually, within 1 year, they remove that priest and place their own priest who submits to the Eritrean